they're people with different abilities and can do the same things that we can, but they do it in a different way.
Well, why would they be so happy all the time?
They're just like us. We're the son and daughters of the Krispie King.
We are the KRISPIE Kids and welcome to the kitchen.
Hey, welcome to Cakes and Conversations Thanksgiving edition right here with the Davenport family. We want you to go ahead and grab your family together, and you're going to get an opportunity over Thanksgiving break to make a Thanksgiving turkey. So get all your supplies, and where are we going to see them?
In the kitchen.
We'll see you in the kitchen. We'll see you. See you in the kitchen.
We'll see you in the kitchen.
Hey, we'll see you in the kitchen.
My name is Andy Lane and I am 10.
My name is Anna Gray and I am 16.
My name's Asher Davenport, and I'm 15 years old.
My name is Ayla and I'm 12 years old. I was about to say 11. I'm not 11.
Alright guys, so today we're going to cut 2 tablespoons of butter for each of these bowls, and we have about 8 ounces of marshmallows for each of them. So, Ayla, do you want to start and cut 2 off for that bowl? Oh. And her rice.
The Krispie King is a YouTube channel which kids with disabilities and my dad make beautiful Rice Krispie treats. We make Rice Krispie treats of their choice and talk to them about how they go through life or how they do stuff.
I can't see.
It's on.
Stir it up, stir it up.
Stir it up, it will be like yellow.
What do you love the most about Cakes and Conversations? I love that I get to help my dad show other people that people with disabilities aren't just people that have problems and don't have any, are just a waste of space. They're actual people who we can show to the world that they can do things that they may seem that they can't.
Pour the 8-ounce marshmallows in the bowl and then mix it. You push down on the sides so everyone gets soaked in the butter. Appreciate the butter.
Appreciate the butter.
Appreciating the butter.
It's gushy.
How do you feel when you're around people with disabilities?
I feel happy because they bring joy and laughter to everyone.
My favorite part of Krispie King is learning about all kinds of different disabilities and getting to meet new people because it's really educational.
So now we are going to squeeze in the drops and then stir them up.
We have green, yellow, and red for our fall stuffing colors. We're gonna grab the Rice Krispies and we're gonna pour them into our bowl, so go ahead, Andy Lane. Ooh, that's pretty yellow.
What is something you've learned about people with disabilities?
I've learned that they learn different from us, but they want to be involved in what they're doing. They're just like us, but they have different abilities.
We're not measuring just like our dad. We're just going to eyeball it.
Thank you.
And then see how that goes. What is your role with Cakes and Conversations? I'm the filmer when I can, and mostly just the man behind the camera. I set up the camera and all of the things that we need, and I kind of prepare the set. Go through a checklist which tells me what bowls we need, how many Rice Krispie boxes, if we need any more marshmallows out, to get more silent chairs because we don't have the quietest, and to kind of just lay out everything. My favorite part of my role is that I can see the whole nother side of the people that come to do videos with my dad, and I get to hang out with them and see how they would do things differently because they have a whole different perspective of how to do things.
One of the things we do over Thanksgiving break is every other year our family goes up to Dallas for a family Thanksgiving dinner.
And we get to see all of our family from Dallas, which is basically my dad's entire family, which is a lot of cousins.
A lot.
How do you feel when you're around people with disabilities?
I feel happy because they can just be themselves.
Do you ever get uncomfortable around them?
Sometimes, like when they first walk in, it's sometimes weird because I haven't met them, but then after they're here for a while, I'm used to them and then it doesn't feel weird.
Do you think a lot of your friends are uncomfortable around people with disabilities?
Probably because they're not around them most of the time, but like us, we're around them a lot because like Capernaum and because they come over for Krispie King. We hang out with our cousins.
Have a giant feast.
Yeah, we have a giant feast. My favorite Thanksgiving food is my mom makes this really good mashed up sweet potatoes with marshmallows.
Sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole, yes.
What have you learned about disabilities that you didn't know?
Disabilities aren't just disabled people or people who have problems and they can't do normal things. They're people with different abilities and can do the same things that we can, but they do it in a different way. And it may be harder for them, but they can still do it. And they can still just eventually get to the same goal that we get to, though it might have different turns and twists.
So now we are going to put the Rice Krispies on the board, so then we can let them harden so we can make the stuffing for the inside of the turkey. My favorite part of the Krispie King is eating the scraps after they made it.
So now we're gonna make the actual turkey. My sister's going to cut 6 tablespoons of butter for our 26 ounces of marshmallows.
26 minus 1, Ayla ate it.
Minus the one that our sister Ayla ate, and
So 25.
so we're gonna melt this up and then we're gonna continue making the turkey.
Hair flip.
What's next is that we're going to stir up the butter and then put in the marshmallows, and then we are going to appreciate the butter, as my dad says. Dandeline's going to mix it into the bowl, and then we're going to put these in the microwave.
Run away.
My nail.
Stick to her nail.
What has made you laugh in the kitchen?
Michael Crofton, when he did this.
You're not gonna want to miss this, so if you're...
Alright, so we got the marshmallows out and we're gonna add some Rice Krispies. Ayla, Rice Krispies first. You gotta add the Rice Krispies.
Sure.
We're not adding color to this because at the end we're gonna sprinkle some sugar and cinnamon on it to try and give it like a roasted look.
And then at the end, the colors that we mixed, after they harden, we are going to crumble them and put them inside the turkey. And then put the brown sugar and cinnamon on top, and then you will have a turkey.
How do you benefit from knowing people with disabilities?
I feel like my worldview changes a lot. I can see things from so many different points of view, and I feel like I have like 10 million new best friends every time, just because everyone is always so welcoming and so joyful, and it's kind of shocking because sometimes you think that, well, why would they be so happy all the time? And they just are, and it's amazing. So like, if you're thinking, oh, you have a disability, like there's so many bad things, like you can't do this, you can't do this, it's hard for you to make friends, you're stuck inside more than normal people for COVID, you're more immune to sicknesses, you have to go to the hospital all the time. But people are like, I love going to the hospital, the doctors are my best friends. And I'm like, that's a different like point of view that you would have never thought about. Ayla, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for friends and family, and I'm not that grateful for the coronavirus. I'm grateful for food?
I am grateful that we haven't had the coronavirus yet and that I get to see friends and family.
I'm thankful that I can be together with my family and make Rice Krispie cakes and do the things that my dad usually does in front of the camera.
What's your favorite part about your dad being on the show?
He goes crazy. So we're gonna pour the Rice Krispie treats onto this cutting board so it can harden so we can shape it into a turkey.
What have you learned about people with disabilities?
They learn differently, they learn differently, and they can when they watch you, they can learn fast and be able to do it the next time.
Do you learn best like that too?
Yes.
All right, so we are going to take off about 1/3 of the Rice Krispie cake to set aside for the legs, and then we're gonna freeze it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
So now we are going to crumble up this stuffing. We put butter on our hands, and then these Rice Krispie treats that we let sit for a little bit, we are going to put in a bowl together and crumble them up to be the stuffing to put inside the turkey.
What would high school be like if everyone treated you like people with disabilities treat you?
High school would be so much more fun. People with disabilities don't discriminate between other people. They don't judge you by looking at you. They're like, oh, hey, best friend. I'm like, hey. And you would feel so loved. And whenever you feel loved, you can return that love to other people. And so it's just a constant cycle. And so like if everyone treated each other like that, it would just be so much more fun.
You can comment down below what you are thankful for so we can get to know what you're thankful for, because so many different people are thankful for so many different things. Yeah.
Okay, if you're liking what we're doing here, leave a like down below and comment and share this to your other friends who you think would enjoy this as well.
My favorite part of Krispie King is that watching the kids with disabilities learn how to create something beautiful.
We are putting butter on our hands and we're starting to shape the big body of the turkey. I'm gonna shape the actual body of it, and these three are going to shape the wings and the chicken legs, turkey legs. So I'm just making sure that we have a hole in it for the actual stuffing that we made. So we just gotta pull it in tighter and make it look a little bit football shaped. And then I'm just poking a hole in the bottom. That's what a wing looks like a boomerang, like an eyebrow.
What do you think? You wanna do an eyebrow? You wanna get a little thinner on the eyebrows, something like that? Ooh, I like that. What do you think? Yeah, you can use that. Oh, we're gonna eat it. Okay.
The two.
So much for that eyebrow.
It looks like an eyebrow.
It looks like your eyebrow.
It's not about. Wait.
What are some things you've learned by just filming and hanging out with our guests?
Like they take the bag out of the box.
Between 3, I don't necessarily measure. Rice.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
To pour their cereal, and they don't just grab the box and pour it. I've learned that when my dad says to take a handful, they take that quite literally.
Why don't you put in a touch more? I don't think it's gonna happen.
And that they do things behind my dad's back, and we only find that out after we are going through the film.
What's happening over there?
So now, while the legs and wings are hardening, we are going to put the greenery around the edges of the turkey.
Why should people watch Krispie King?
Because you can learn more about our friends that are different, and because you can make your own Rice Krispie treat at your house.
Have you ever made one?
Yes, I made a pineapple.
Alright, so we went ahead and added the turkey legs and wings. We cut a hole out of a big marshmallow and stuck it on the legs for that little white thing. We are going to add the stuffing and we're going to shove it into this cavity, and as we put it into the cavity, we're going to lift up the turkey just so it keeps that shape. We've had this sitting out for a while, so it's pretty hardened together, and the pieces are still like a little bit crumbly, but we're just kind of like pushing it in there. Little bit of red, little bit of yellow, little bit of green, all kinds of fun.
Mostly green and yellow.
Mostly green and yellow.
We're gonna add quite a bit of it, and then we're gonna make it slowly start coming out of the turkey.
What do you want people your age to know about people with disabilities?
They're the same as us, and we should be more like them in some ways. They don't judge people or insult people just because of the way that they look or because of something that they just did on accident. You shouldn't. They are understanding because they know that a lot of people are rude to them and have been rude to them, even if they may not admit it or say it in the moment. They shake it off really easily and they don't take it to the heart.
Okay, so now Ayla is going to sprinkle some brown sugar on top, so it looks like it's a cooked turkey, but we won't do the bottom part, it's just gonna be the top, so it looks like the top is crisp.
What would you tell other teenagers about people with disabilities?
That it's just as hard to make friends as everyone else, and so if you can be a good friend to someone with a disability, then that is worth more than you think it is.
Okay, so this is our Thanksgiving turkey that we made.
No.
They always hold it up.
I know, but the stuffing's gonna fall.
If you want to see the rest of us Krispie Kids making some videos for the holidays, leave a like and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my dad's channel, and yeah.
If you make a Rice Krispie treat for Thanksgiving, make sure to take a picture, post it online, and tag Krispie King, and remember, we think every creation is beautiful.
And that everyone deserves to be treated like royalty.
So let's start treating. We'll see you in the kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving!
I said holiday!
We'll see you.
Let me pop.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Sorry, I forgot.
Scene 5, take a million. Action.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
I'm not dead yet.